said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker now. Cool, tear it down.
It's Madden NFL 23, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Lions and the Titans. All that and more coming up next.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans. Brandon Gaudin alongside my partner Charles Davis. CD, you're an old school guy, and I know you've got to love our matchup here. Two teams that get after it the old-fashioned way, on the ground. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Charles Harris able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
On second down, here's Henry. Trucks over him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Fights through it. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to Taylor on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Lions at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So roughing the passer call is accepted, and this officiating crew not making very many friends here with this crowd.
Yeah, we all know that everyone accused the officials of kind of playing to the home team, but not in this case. They're just trying to administer the game the way it's supposed to be. That drew the flag.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, got that dagger play, got that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
They go play action here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Lions force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Running left, Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draw.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Allen Lazard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, is the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. His first carry in their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And some room to work. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And some room to roam now. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hardy set to return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
That's complete to Treylon Burks. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Henry running right. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
And he will have a Titans 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Ready. Henry up the middle. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football up a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops that can keep them out of that area.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run. Taylor calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 123 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw here. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Only needing 2 yards on second down. From the gun, here's Swift. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he is going to have a Lions first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I've been there in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Second down, another run with Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, I don't know what we're seeing from the safeties. They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll look to throw. Able to find Lazard. And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense could breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just don't really know. Our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other. Back
now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Second and 11. That pass taken in by Burks. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA and power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. And we're at the 41, second and 9. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up third and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And even 150 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, that 2nd half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the 2nd half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head, You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half of the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half?
I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous. I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.